So this is the scene where the main character is adopted by his adopted father, and it's giving that dad who didn't want the dog, but then goes around being like, this is my baby, this is my precious baby, spoils the dog, lets the dog sleeps in his lap, does everything with the dog, takes more photos of the dog, does more things with the dog. You know what I'm talking about. Where the dude loves his dog more than he loves his actual children. Then there's also the scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine where she goes, I've only owned this dog for a day, but if anything happened to the dog, I'll kill everyone in this room and myself. It's also giving that kind of vibe. The main character was raised by his adopted father for 12 years. And through those 12 years, his uncle would come to bring gifts for the main character or visit the main character and his adopted father. Well, this time, his uncle visiting isn't there to visit either one of them, but order the main character to go on a mission because the main character has been gifted a letter stating the main character has to serve fighting against Yo and serve in the Department of Exorcism. 3 missions he's assigned. First mission, to find who the descendant of the heart lamp belongs to and gift back the heart lamp to that descendant. The second mission is to defeat all Yos on the bestiary that he has to defeat, and also defeat the Demon King? I think it's the Demon King, or the reincarnation of the Demon King. I was a little confused about that part. You guys can explain it to me, because someone please explain that to me. And the third is to find the person who murdered his bio father. He has to have all those 3 missions completed before he can return home and return to his adopted father's arms. And his adopted father's putting a whole act on. Like, he is being full-on tsundere, telling the main character to go, but also being like, he shouldn't go, he doesn't need to be going. Like, getting very upset with the main character because the main character wants to go, and all throughout the main character's life, he always wanted to leave to the human world because he's kind of Little Mermaid like that. I don't know why, but during this whole time, I was thinking Little Mermaid. But yeah, he putting on a whole act. He kind of reminds me of the brother from Grandmaster Demonic Convention with the nephew. I don't know why, but it's giving me those vibes. And also, he kind of does look like the brother from Grandmaster Demonic Convention. Doesn't he? Or am I just seeing things? Like, doesn't he look like him? Or I'm just crazy. So assigned to go with the main character and help the main character survive in the human world is a carp spirit. This carp spirit was basically taken in by the main character a while back. They're kind of body buddies, and most of the time the carp spirit has to nag the main character because the main character is very naive. Think the main character from Heaven's Official Blessing before everything happened and he was just a young, naive prince. That is literally the main character. He is very naive when it comes to certain situations. Like, the carp spirit has to help him manage money because he's never managed money on his own. Like, he is very naive, just like the main character in Heaven's Official Blessing before, everyone went to the wall. Like, everything went bad. Well, chasing down a spirit, a monster, the main character ends up running into the male lead. Basically, he ends up arriving finally to the destination he was supposed to arrive for his Department of Exorcism. But at the time, he was chasing after a spirit/monster. And at this time, he runs into the guards and the male lead, who is, I think, the commander of the guards, and things don't go well for him. So while chasing after the monster, he's also being chased down by the male lead and the guards. And during a fumble between the male lead and the main character, the heart lamp, it breaks, and it absorbs into the male lead, and the main character freaks out. So he drags the male lead into a brothel, trying to figure out how to get the heart lamp out of the male lead, but they end up struggling. And so the main character escapes and left the male lead there, leaves him there for everyone to catch him. And his reputation is he already had a bad reputation, but now it's completely, utterly destroyed because the main character left him in a brothel without any of his armor and his title right there. Now, the reason why the main character wants to take the heart lamp out of the male lead is because looking at the male lead's little nameplate thing, he realizes the male lead is not a relative to the ancestor that he needs to find descendant of. So he's like, I can't give him the heart lamp. I has to take the heart lamp out of him. Like, he's full on freaking out about it. But yeah, the male lead's reputation is destroyed. So the main character, he has like 4 magical knives that he uses to fight against the spirit slash yo slash monsters, except he loses one of them during the chase after that monster because he threw at the monster, and the carp spirit kept telling him to take it back, to call it back to him. Kind of reminds me of Percy Jackson, Percy Jackson and his sword. I know it's not completely the same thing, but it does remind me of it for some reason. And he kept refusing to, and now it's gone. It's completely gone, and he has no way to get it back unless he finds that monster to get it back. The Mellead's cousin, who is an important general, is furious with the Mellead for what the Mellead did, because the Mellead has been caught in a brothel instead of committing his duties as a guard. And so no one believes what the Mellead is going around telling people, because the Mellead has believed in the spirits, the yows, the monsters all his life, even wasted away his inheritance to buy the Department of Exorcism's founder's sword. To buy it, he sold away his inheritance. So his cousin is pissed with him, does not believe him, even physically beats him over this because he is so pissed with the Mellead. The Emperor's concubine, the concubine's cousin and sister, they're all talking about what they're going to do about the Mellead and the things the Mellead is stating happened and what he's been stating for years. And the concubine's cousin is the chancellor, and they're all discussing what they should do with him. And the Emperor gets the funny joke of assigning him to become the head of the Department of Exorcism. He's like, oh, if he wants to believe in all of this, he can become the, boss of the exorcism department. And they're all like, what? At first they're like, oh, you're joking, right? You're joking. And he's like, no, I'm serious. Make him the boss. And